This is my tutorial on how to solve the theory, part 3, last layer. Yeah, so now we're going to get on to the last layer. So the last layer is definitely one of the hardest parts of solving the Rubik's Cube, and it definitely takes the most time. But once you get used to it, it's actually a lot simpler than you probably think it is. So what we're going to do is this one requires 4 algorithms to solve it. So sometimes you can get a last layer skip, where when you put the edge in, it actually where everything on top is already solved. Now, that is very unlikely and will probably never happen to you, but it is possible, and if that happens, congratulations. So now what we're going to do is, remember when we made a cross on the right side? Now we're going to do it on the yellow side. So on here you can see where it says last layer cross. F, R, U, R inverted, U inverted, F inverted. So that's the algorithm we're going to use. So there are 3 cases that you can get for this last layer. Yes? So there can be 3 different cases for the cross. You can have it where it looks like this, you have a line, or it's solved, or a dot, so that you have none oriented. So let's do it. So first what we want to do is we want to make it where we had that thing earlier. So if you have this dot, this is what you want to do. Now, if you don't have the dot, you can just wait, because we will eventually get to your case. And if you have the cross already, then just wait through the next minute or so of the video, and we'll get on to what you do after you have the cross. So what we want to do is we want to do this algorithm. Holding it doesn't matter if you have it like this, this, doesn't matter what's in front, as long as this is on top and white's on bottom. So we're going to do the algorithm, which is F, R, U, R inverted, U inverted, F inverted. So that gives us this case. Now, if you have this case, or you still have the dot case, and you just got to this case, now what you want to do is put it in the top left-hand corner. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it in the top left-hand corner, like I said, and now we're going to do the same algorithm again. So we're going to go F, R, U, invert, U, R inverted, U inverted, F inverted, sorry. So now we have a line. So you may have this case. So now what we can do, now that we have a line, we can do the algorithm one more time with it like this. So we can go F, R, U, R inverted, U inverted, F inverted. So now you have the cross. So once you have this, you're going to look around, and you're going to see that you probably don't have some of these corners that have yellow on top. Now, if you do, then you got what is called LOL skip, which is orienting the corners, or the last layer. And then after that, it's PLO, where you permute the pieces, but we're not at that yet. So what you want to do is pick a corner, doesn't matter, and you're going to put it in the top right-hand corner of the cube, so right here. So you can just do that by doing a U move. So we have this piece right here, and what we're going to do is this algorithm over and over and over again until you have it where yellow is facing on top. So we're going to go R inverted, D inverted, R, D. R inverted, D inverted, R, D. Sorry for that. And now that you see that I have it like that. So then we can just move on to the one to the right, like this, and we can do it again. R inverted, D inverted, R, D. R inverted, D inverted, R, D. And we have this one solved, and we can do a U again to get to the next corner that's not solved. We can do it R inverted, D inverted, R, D. R inverted, D inverted, R, D. And you can see that it fixed all of this, and now we have all of these corners oriented. And you can have different cases, like I just have one of those. So you can have something like this where you have to go, where this one's in the top right hand corner, and you can go R inverted, D inverted, R, D, R inverted, D inverted, R, D, but it didn't do it, so you have to do it again. R inverted, D inverted, R, D, R inverted, D inverted, R, D. So now we have yellow. We can move to the next one. R inverted, D inverted, R, D, R inverted, D inverted, R, D. And now we have that. But sometimes when doing the algorithm, you may get it to where it looks like this. To where you have it like this, but the ending looks like this. Like you have this little chunk right here, but the rest of it may be messed up. Now this is sometimes common. It depends on what kind of cube you have. But what you actually have right here is a corner twist. So when you have something like this, and this is probably the piece, because this is the block, this would be the piece where you were just doing the algorithm. So you have the piece right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the algorithm until this part is solved. So we're going to go R inverted, D inverted, R, D, R inverted, D inverted, R, D, and see, now that fixed it for me. And maybe different moves, but you see what you have is where you have this piece that needs to be twisted. Okay, so what can happen is during a solve, you can have it where you might accidentally flick it. And that can make it to where you have an impossible case. Because on a Rubik's Cube, you cannot have this case. So what you actually do is you have to twist the corner. That's not cheating. I know you may think that, but it's not. So that's how you fix that issue, because that was your fault because you did that earlier. So now you just have to undo what you accidentally did. And if you've had the cube sitting on your shelf for a really long time, then you probably did it at some point. You probably don't remember either. This can happen quite frequently, especially if it's a cube that's like loose like this and you can just pull it apart. But those are usually the faster cubes. If you just have like a Rubik's brand, then it's a lot stiffer and you can't do that, and then corner twist won't happen. So that's an issue that sometimes you may have. So now we're going to do PLL, which means we're going to fix all of the colors right here. So what we want to do is first we want to see if we have headlights, which is where you have two colors of the corners that are on the same side and are the same color. So we see we got green and blue, that's not right. We have red and orange, that's not right. We have blue and green, that's not right. And we have orange and red, and that's not right. So if you have this to where none of the corners are the same side, then what you want to do is you want to hold the cube like this where yellow's on top, and we're going to do the algorithm that says Orient corners, which is this really long algorithm. So now we're just going to do that algorithm, which is R inverted, F, R inverted, back to R, F inverted, R inverted, back to R2. And you see that fixed this and all of this is solved. Now we can look again for headlights. So orange and blue, we don't have it. Red and orange, you don't have it. Blue and red, you don't have it. But now we have green and green. So this is what we want. So you can have it sometimes. But if you have headlights like this, what you want to do is you want to put them in the back of the cube. So you have the bad ones facing you and these are in the back. And we're going to do the algorithm one more time, which is R inverted, F, R inverted, back to R, F inverted, R inverted, back to R2. And now we see what I was talking about earlier, where you can have all of the corners correct. So now you can just line up with the colors blue, blue, red, red, green, green, orange, orange. So now you see that this is actually a case that we had at the beginning where these need to be rotated. Now it's actually the opposite direction. This is counterclockwise, where earlier we had clockwise. So yeah. So now there's an algorithm that we have that will rotate the pieces clockwise, counterclockwise, these three edges that are in front, and won't mess with the back. So we can see that this is what we want. We want the green to be here, the orange to be here, and the red to be here. So that's what we want. So that is the Orient edges algorithm. So it's going to look like this. R, U inverted, R, U, R, U, R, U inverted, R inverted, U inverted, R2. And you see that solved my case. Or you can have it where it looks like this, where you have the opposite, where green needs to go this way, red needs to go this way, and orange needs to go this way. So actually what we do is, because this algorithm goes counterclockwise, we're going to have to do the algorithm twice. So if we just do that, R, U inverted, R, U, R, U, R, U inverted, R inverted, U inverted, R2. Now we have that case we had earlier. So R, U inverted, R, U, R, U, R, U inverted, R inverted, U inverted, R2. So that can solve that. Sometimes you can have a case like this where none of the edges are in the right spot. And so you can just do the algorithm. It doesn't matter how you hold it as long as, yellow's on top. So we do the algorithm. R, U inverted, R, U, R, U, R, U inverted, R inverted, U inverted, R2. And we can see that solved this side. So now we come over here, and we can do the same algorithm with this in the back. R, U inverted, R, U, R, U, R, U inverted, R inverted, U inverted, R2. So now we have that, and that's how you solve that case. And then you can also have this, where these two need to be switched, and these two need to be switched. So what we can do is we can use that algorithm that we just did. Doesn't matter how you hold it. So we can go R, U inverted, R, U, R, U, R, U inverted, R inverted, U inverted, R2. And you can see that solved one of them. So now we can come around, we see we have that case we had earlier where it needs to go clockwise. So we can do the algorithm twice, which is R, U inverted, R, U, R, U, R, U inverted, R inverted, U inverted, R2. We do it one more time. R, U inverted, R, U, R, U, R, U inverted, R inverted, U inverted, R2. So that is how you solve the Rubik's Cube. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you liked the video and you were able to solve it, comment down below, like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell if you want to see more and get notified when I upload. If you did not solve it and you can't figure it out and you're messing up somewhere, then just shoot a comment and I'll try to answer it if I can. And so yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I definitely recommend maybe watching another video from another YouTuber if this one wasn't helpful. I hope it was. I hope you all liked it, and have a great day. Bye.